Good morning, guys. Currently is sometime after 7 in the morning and I am on the way to Topaz Detailing to the Cars and Coffee event where I have no invite to, so hopefully we'll get in and see some beautiful cars before they leave for the McLaren Center.
Cars and Coffee is a global car show and a meeting of car enthusiasts started by Francesco Conte in 2013. Over the past 6 years, it has had more than 130 events in 28 countries, spanning from Trinidad and Tobago to Romania. I still don't quite get why there wasn't any Cars and Coffee in the Czech Republic. Anyway, the London event has a 3-year-long history with a bunch of hypercars, such as the McLaren P1 GTR or the road-legal Ferrari FXX attending in the past. Needless to say, I could not miss this.
Alright guys, good morning. It's currently 9 a.m. and I've been here for an hour in front of Topaz and the cars are slowly but surely starting to arrive. The parking lots outside of Topaz London are completely full of supercars and hypercars, and inside there's a garage with even more hypercars such as the Regera, F1 and stuff like that. So maybe we might as well just go and have a look inside.
The Dream Garage. Inside the pleasantly lit Topaz Detailing showroom was this Koenigsegg Agera R, chassis number 101, which was made in 2013 and originally left the factory to Thailand. It is finished in the British racing green color with red pinstriping and is unique as it was the first factory-fitted right-hand drive Agera R. The highlight of the garage for many people was this McLaren F1 GTR, number 10 out of 28, finished in the red colorway. This GTR initially served as a development vehicle and is owned by Pink Floyd's drummer Nick Mason, who also famously crashed it at the 2017 Goodwood members meeting.
Alright, so the question today is, what is your favorite supercar / hypercar here?
I'd have to say is the McLaren F1, no sorry, McLaren P1 and the F1 GTR in there.
Which P1 though?
This specific one in MSO Pacific Blue.
Oh yeah, I love it as well.
The paint itself is £75,000, so it's pretty special, you can tell by the finish itself.
It'd probably be that P1 that's just turned up. It's just crazy.
Yeah, the
two-tone, yeah.
Incredible.
Incredible car.
McLaren P1,
Which one?
that one, the orange one.
Alright.
I love it.
I don't know. Probably the Enzo, Ferrari Enzo.
In Volcano Orange.
The Volcano Orange one?
Yeah, really nice.
Alright.
And then the 1-to-1. So.
Inside the showroom, there was also Karina Lima's Regera, chassis number 157, finished in exposed blue carbon exterior with high downforce ghost package. This Regera broke down once already in Monaco this summer, and it also broke down on the way to the McLaren Technology Center later this day.
So where should I put my sister?
It's a bit of
And finishing off, there was also this Audi R8 sports car from the year 2000, which raced at Le Mans and finished second in its class. In case you wanted to know how to install a roof on a Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, here you go.
Alright, now let me walk you through the main hypercar / supercar parking lot over here. Starting with the Pagani Huayra with Tempesta pack. This is incredible, perhaps one of my favorites. A McLaren Senna. The MSO Pacific Blue color changing P1. A TDF. There's the 1-to-1 of Ollie's Taxi. Another P1, this one in silver. I think it's from Topaz Cars. I sort of like the silver spec with the orange, but then there's this blue Veyron. Then in the back is the blue exposed carbon Veyron with the F1 number plate. Perhaps I think it's the most expensive number plate in the UK. Another Veyron, 16.4 over here. A 488 Pista Spider. And coming over here to the last corner of this parking lot, we've got this incredible McLaren Senna in blue exposed carbon. There's so many blue exposed carbon cars here, with contrasting orange brakes and black interior. Then next to it is this P1 in the standard Volcano Orange from Amari Cars, and next to that is another Senna.
The lineup of cars outside was beyond incredible. In the previous clip, I showed only the hypercar parking, but there were over 80 supercars in total, ranging from an old Audi Quattro to Porsche 911 Speedsters. I didn't quite have time to appreciate all of them, as there were always numerous things happening at the same time. But from the drone shots, you can really see the bigger picture.
So, it's 10:41 now, and the cars are slowly starting to leave, with Karina Lima and her Regera leading the pack, probably. The Regera is just behind me, driving out of the man cave, or perhaps the Topaz Detailing cave. And I think we're now going to move on over to the McLaren factory.
As the cars were starting to line up, we jumped in the car with Car Torques and joined the convoy of hypercars on their way to the McLaren Technology Center. behind the P1.
Flying.
This moment was quite funny. A 488 Pista had to park up on the side of the motorway as one of the passengers had to go to the toilet, perhaps from drinking too much champagne in the morning.
Like going to the McLaren factory in style behind the sun.
As we arrived at the McLaren Technology Center, we started to think about how to get in, as neither of us had any passes or permits. But this video is already too long, so we'll leave this story until next time. List of hypercars spotted.